Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Navajo TV. Not currently at work today because I took off to go to a doctor's appointment to see about getting a prosthetic. So that's going to be a video on its own when I get said prosthetic. But that's for another video. Got my coffee here. Yum. Today I'm going to be talking about, or not just talking, I'm going to be showing y'all how I tie my rigs and how I set my hooks. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a little short clip of me making a time-lapse video of me using my bench spice here. Basically what I do is I put the hook in the vise and I tighten it down just, ever so slightly to hold the hook right at the eyelet, and I'll set my baits or my soft plastic lures. And with that, sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied here. The reason why I have to set the hooks up this way is because changing a soft plastic lure while fishing is extremely difficult for me. I've tried it multiple times. It's very, very time consuming in its own. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to tie my Texas rigs up with these. A lot of people know them. They're called Quick Connects. These are a little bigger than you typically would use for bass fishing. But the bigger it is, the lot easier it is for me to use with one hand. So the idea behind it is, and I've already done some of my worms already, so let me go ahead and show y'all that. Here they are. I've actually done all my worms. So we'll just show you one of my faves that I can't wait to use. So this is the Zoom's Maggle Monster worm. I mean, it's just big old bass candy. But basically, as y'all can see, let's see if I can't see. The hook, I mean, basically, like I said, I set the hook and the vise where just about that much is in there. And then I set the hook, or I set the worm on the hook like you would, as if you had two hands to do it. So I'll go ahead and show you how I do that. I'll also go ahead and show you how I use the vise to tie on my my setup for Texas rigs, which is also not going to be the conventional way, but like I've mentioned before, with my impairment, this is the easiest method that I've come up with, and so that's just gonna have how it's gonna have to be. Maybe down the road when I get my prosthetic, it'll be a lot easier for me to do things the normal way. But until then, this is how it's gonna be done, and I'm gonna make it work. So let me go get my rods, and I'll show you how I'm gonna set them up. Alright, y'all, so I got my rods over here. These are my three newest setups that I've bought. One's for bass fishing. The other two are for saltwater fishing. I have one more setup that I want to buy for my saltwater setups. But, that's not a big deal. Just waiting for the money to come in to get that set up. But anyway, here they are. You've got the 13 Fishing Origin LTDs, bait cast and spinning combos, both medium heavies. The spinning combo has 30-pound braid, and the bait cast has 30-pound mono. And then you got what I've seen is the newest Ugly Stick that they've come out with, which is the Ugly Stick Carbon. So we're going to start with the Ugly Stick. I hope y'all liking practical jokers, because I leave True TV on my TV here, so hope y'all like them. I just like to have noise. I can't work in silence. I absolutely bugs the living. It just bugs me. So anyway, as y'all can see here, I've already got one of my hooks. Sorry, I look down at my phone just so I can see what the camera sees. But as y'all can see, I've already got a quick connect to a hook. And then I got my weight and my bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this off when I find my scissors. Give me a second. Alright, found the scissors. Alright, so let me just go ahead, snip that off real quick. Alright, so because the bead and the weight aren't changing, we're going to go ahead and just leave those alone. Throw the hook off to the side for now. No point in taking it off the deal at this moment. Go ahead, take out one of these quick connects. Easier said than done. Alright, there we go. So, more or less, same concept. I'll just go ahead, set this inside the vise, and just like so. So now it's in the vise, the hole's exposed. You can see it. And it's just, oh, it's lovely. Just wiped grease all over my face. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, well, before that happened, I'm going to go ahead trim that off real quick. So, just like you would any normal knot, you know, some knots are easier for me than others now. So, I'm just going to, tie. I believe it's just a fisherman's knot. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will correct me. But basically, you just take it and you wrap it around a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's go 6. I like even numbers. Alright, so there's 6. Pull in my rod. Get that there. Go back through there. Cinch it down, and just like that, I'm tied on. Make sure my rod doesn't fall. And so, just like that, everything's nice and tied on. Go ahead and loosen the vise. So now, again, my rod's falling. There we go. Alright, I bird nested. Cool. So there's my knot and my rig. So, like I said, it's not conventional, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, let me go ahead and get this put away. Alright, y'all. We're gonna start baiting the hooks here. So, like I mentioned before, I already did a lot of my worms. As y'all can see here, let me see. I have quite the assortment, I think. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have plenty more than I do, but here they are. You got, you know, my Guggen Slim Shakes, my Guggen Mondo worms, my 6 cent shaky head worms, some blah 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 blah. Can't think of them right now. Cinco worms, there you go. Zoom shaky head worms or trick worms. Zoom Mago monster worms, big old 12-inch worms. You got some more Zoom or Yum Dingers, actually. Those are my Yum Dingers, Cincos. and then Guggen Senkos there. And then of course I got all of this in here. I'm gonna try to hold the camera here. There we go, that'll work. Good old belly. So I got a ton of stuff in here, guys. A lot of this stuff I just keep buying. You know, some of it was, you know, a good portion of this was gifts. You know, from my brother and my cousin Lena. And mind y'all, my brother also has a fishing channel as well. I'll go ahead and post his stuff somewhere on the screen here. Y'all see it, or I'll put it in the description down below. But I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in here. You know, I've even got my saltwater lures in here from down south lures for when I go trout and red fishing. You know, you got Guggen baits in here. You've got some stuff that came from Mystery Tackle Box, 6 Cents, Gulp, Zoom. Where's this one? Big Bite baits. You know, Strike King. I mean, you got all sorts of things in here. Or I got all sorts of things in here, but I mean, this thing is full to the T. So, but there's a bunch of stuff in there, and that's not even all of my stuff. I bought, you know, I bought at least $70 worth of stuff yesterday. I went to Bass Pro Shop just to see what kind of boats they had, and ended up buying $70 worth of stuff. You know, I bought some more I bought my first flukes. I always see people using white flukes, shad imitation flukes, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and try using for top water. Got some little frogs, my first soft plastic frogs. They look kind of, you know, they look juicy. I also bought these hooks. Bought 2 of these little packs here. See if y'all can't. Just 5/0 hooks. I bought some shaky head hooks, wide gap hooks. This stuff I had bought previously from Academy. And like I said, oh no, they're coming out. I just like drawing different colors, and the more options I have, you know, that are pre-set up, the better. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start walking you through how I'm gonna set these up and a few of my other creature baits. So let's get right into that. Alright y'all, I'm gonna try to get this camera as close as possible here, so y'all can see what I'm doing. So take the hook. Y'all can see it. I don't know. Anyway, I put the hook where the point is facing me. And with that being said, you go ahead and just tighten it down. You know, it doesn't have to be super tight or anything like that. Just, I mean, I guess it kind of does, just because I need it to stay still. But go ahead and take one of my Guggen trench hogs here. We're gonna go ahead, poke them through, poke out, and then measure. That's right about there. Right about there. And I mean, it's as simple as that, y'all. Now my trench hog is hooked and ready to be used, and like I said, I'll just take the quick connect, pop this sucker on, and there you go. Now I got a creature bait instead of a worm. And y'all, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else that really goes into it. I'm not gonna bother making a video of doing all of my lures. Obviously that would take forever, but Hope y'all enjoy watching my videos. Like I said, I'm still new to this, so if I talk too much or I stutter or lose track of what I'm saying, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get better at this, and eventually I'll have better content for y'all. So for those of you that do watch them when they come out, thanks a lot. Hopefully more join, and I can have better content for others to join to enjoy watching. But until then, tight lines, stay safe. Go check out my brother's channel. I'll put it down here somewhere. I know you'll like his videos. They make me laugh. You know. So, don't forget to support your boys in blue. Y'all have a good day, y'all.